Wow.
Hello and welcome to Coffee with Serge. I'm Serge.
And I'm Graham, and I'm here to have coffee with Serge. Cheers. We've come to a drum roaster, and we've gone inside and gotten coffee. Serge's dogged refusal to get a to-go cup.
You gotta respect the coffee.
All right. And I've even gotten beans from Kenya. So I've gotten coffee with Serge. So I guess that's an episode.
You ever heard of a Bripe? So the Bripe is an impractical device. It's
Okay.
a novelty.
All right.
And if we're gonna make an impractical cup of coffee, let's go to an impractical location.
This is not a place I would normally make a cup of coffee.
Please, join me in my office.
Oh, all right.
Have you ever tried a Bripe before?
No, obviously not. Have you?
Last weekend, Joe and I went on a little adventure and Briped in an even more impractical location. In fact, I could even show you.
Oh.
Hey Graham, we're on our way right now up to the Mystic Beach on the Wandafuka Trail. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful beaches on the island. An hour and 15 minutes, all for one cup of coffee. We made it. We're down at Mystic Beach and hopefully it's as beautiful as I sold it. Now you're probably asking yourself, Serge, why did we go through all this effort? Why did we take a 90-minute drive and a 45-minute 2K hike through treacherous woods? And the answer is, well, for a cup of coffee. You might be thinking to yourself, that's kind of silly. Well, good news. The brew method we're about to drink is equally as silly. We brought ourselves a Bripe. Quite a handy little case. Everything is self-contained with the exception of a little bit of water, which we just have in an Nalgene water bottle.
Oh, it's a portmanteau. Brew pipe.
Yes.
Okay, I probably could have guessed that.
We open this up. We've got, it looks an awful like contraband. We've got our coffee in a little flask.
Oh, that's very scientific.
We have a blowtorch.
Does it come with the blowtorch?
It comes with the blowtorch.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then this is the entire brew apparatus here. You push the filter down so that the metal covers the filter side there. Thermometer goes in.
It does look a little like paraphernalia.
Yeah, I think the reason you take it on an adventure is you don't want to be seen in public with it.
Fair enough. Oh, it's just my blowtorch, and it's like,
Yeah.
No, officer, I swear, it's for making coffee. I don't just heat this up in the tube, do I?
Not quite. All right, hold this.
Okay,
So the point of the Bripe is its convenience.
right.
Step one, add coffee.
How much coffee are you adding?
This is 5 grams. Smell it.
Ooh, that's so fruity.
I mean, look,
What on earth? Wow.
the good stuff.
Of course.
Even for the novelty, the good stuff.
All right.
You add water. Now there's no like fancy line or anything.
You just sort of fill it up?
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that you did bring your own water, as I'm sure the lake is fine, but I appreciate that we're not using water directly from
Look,
the lake.
I'm not in my 20s anymore. I don't just drink any random water.
Oh yeah, I remember back in my 20s jamming lake water.
As one does. It was the fashion at the time. All right, the next thing we do is we use our handy little blowtorch.
All right.
And we cooking.
You literally just heat it up.
Yeah, and then you got the thermostat at the top. We're taking this to 185. There's only one more piece of technology to really explain here. There's a metal filter on the inside. So when you suck through the straw, you actually pull the coffee through the metal filter so you don't get grinds in your mouth.
Okay, and you do just literally drink it like a straw. You just suck on it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Almost there. 185, and we're gonna let it cool.
So it's fairly quick too.
Oh yeah, no, this is shockingly convenient for how impractical it is.
It seems very silly, but it's honestly happening quite quickly.
Sort of the entire aesthetic of this thing is, it's meant to be out and about. It's meant to be this like, I think it was actually thought up while on a raft in the middle of the jungle in Costa Rica or something like this. This is absolutely a coffee method on the go. And I mean, again, it is just, it almost sounds like a meme. Just everything about it is just so impractical.
Well, Bripe itself just sounds like a very silly thing to say.
We done?
Okay.
So now we play the waiting game, because obviously 185 degrees is too hot.
I would rather not drink that, yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're just going to stir. And now I get to Bripe all the time, but this will be for you to enjoy.
Oh, lovely, all right. I don't know if I love it as a verb.
How you doing, bud? You wanna go down to the lake and have a quick Bripe?
Nope, don't like it. don't like the Bripe as a verb. While we wait for the Bripe to cool down, what kind of other brew method is the resulting taste? Like, what is this most comparable to?
All right, got to manage expectations. First
Okay.
off, it's going to be quick.
Okay, well, there's not much in there.
Yeah, you're going to have like 2 sips and be like, where did it go? But this
right.
is a shockingly good cup of coffee.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of a meme, but it's also good coffee. It might be a little bit like a French press, so you might get a little bit, despite our best intentions, a little bit of coffee grind in your mouth, but it's
Okay.
going to be heavy and quite clean and quite delicious. Yeah.
So it's like a shot of French press, like highly concentrated French press.
The closest comparison would be a mocha pot, but that's a fairly uncommon brew method these days.
Right.
So you could be like, yeah, like a mocha pot. And people are like, I've heard of that, but how many people have actually tasted one? But the ratio of coffee to water is quite high. And we hit it with a blowtorch, which is not nothing.
And I mean, this is meant to be for, I assume, camping or
Yeah.
when you're out in nature,
Yeah.
so you just want, a quick
A little pick-me-up.
little pick-me-up at the start of your day.
Speaking of which, pick it up.
Okay.
So grab it by the cork.
Yep, that part's important.
Give it a very gentle blow. That sort of pushes the grinds away from the filter. And then we have a sip.
Ooh,
You know, it's actually not bad.
wow, you're right. For something called a Bripe, and that what is essentially, as you say, something that feels like kind of a joke.
Much like the adventure, the Bripe is an experience.
You must have purchased this largely as a goof.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And I've used it all of half a dozen times. But yeah. Right?
Yeah, I'm unironically very surprised at how good that tastes, considering it's a copper bong that you heat up with a
With a weird little sketchy blowtorch.
yeah.
I've done weirder things for a cup of coffee.
And you know what? Would Bripe again, honestly. Dang. Huh. That's amazing.
So next time you're gonna join me out by the ocean on the 3-hour round trip 5K hike?
Sure. You haven't even taken the film off the thermometer.
Oh no. So that was fun, right?
That was super fun. Thank you. That was a surprisingly clean coffee.
Yeah. Do you know how to get home?
No, I have never been here and I do not have reception.
Oh boy.